Hello everyone, welcome back to Study Crunch. Now this is the most important lecture of signal and system, that is energy and power signal. As most of the questions come from this topic. So this is class 4. Let's start. First of all, what are energy signals? Basically, energy signals are the signals which have total energy equal to a finite value. So when energy is finite and power is zero, this is the formula of energy. Let's look at some examples. Find the total energy in the signal. So we have a signal 0 to 2 with amplitude 4. So integrating first of all from minus infinity to 0 dt plus from 0 to 2, that is 4 square dt, because it is x of t square, right? So here the value of xt is 4, so 4 square, then 0 dt. Now the answer comes out to be 32 joules. So this is the energy signal which is having energy is equal to 32 joules. Now the average power of a finite duration signal is 0. Average power is basically total power by total time. So total power is equal to finite. Here minus infinity to infinity, that is t is equal to infinity. So we limit the power by E by T. So the first property is energy signal are absolutely integrable. Energy signal will be integrable. So on integrating there will be a finite value. Next, total energy of a signal is equal to area under xt graph. Total energy is under the curve. Then for average power is limit E by T. Limit T tends to infinity, which is equal to E by T. Next, problems. First of all, we have x1t, which is equal to e to the power minus at ut, where a is greater than 0. Starting with, we have two cases when e to the power minus at is positive and one is negative, that is t greater than 0. So for the case 1, we plot the graph as a positive. A positive will be decreasing as e to the power at will be increasing. So xt square, now we'll be putting the value of e to the power minus at ut square. So this will give us 1 by 2a, which is finite. So for this case it is finite. Now for the case 2, that is negative, energy is infinity, so signal is not energy signal. Third case arises when it is neither energy nor power signal, when it has a constant value, that is DC value. So basically e to the power minus at, that is if it is negative, t is greater than 0, then only it will have finite value. Let's have a look at the next example. So next example is x2t is equal to x1 of minus t. Minus t means it is decreasing but in the opposite direction. So this is a signal as it is infinite converging signal. So 1 by 2a, like we have discussed in the previous example. So there is no effect of time reversal. Again it is decreasing, so it is energy signal. Let's have a look at this example. Calculate the total energy of signal. So we have a signal. Now to calculate this energy, we know we have to integrate it, right? So from minus infinity to 0, it is 0. then from 0 to 2 it is minus 4, so minus 4 whole square. Then from 2 to 4 it is 4 square, then it is 4 square. So the answer will be 96 joules on solving the problem. So E is finite. So this is an energy signal. Now next we have a ramp type signal. So for this type of signal, what we do is we take the help of this equation, y is equal to mx plus c. So for this part, what we do is we take y is equal to 2t, why 2t? Because it is the magnitude is 2, so m is equal to 4 by 2, which will give us 2, so 2 will be m. Then again solving the equation, same, that is integrating the xt, so it will give us 32 by 3 joules. So this is again energy signal. Now what are power signals? Power signals are the signal in which power is finite and energy is infinite. So we have infinite energy. Formula is almost same, but here the difference is it has a limit, that is limit t tends to infinity 1 by 2t, right? So again the property says that periodic signal are the power signal, but vice versa is not true. So periodic signals are power signals, but not all power signals are periodic. Then second, average power is equal to RMS whole square or root of P. Now we have a question. We have to find out the power. So we have from 0 to t naught by 2, we have a signal which is repeating itself after every interval. So it is basically a periodic signal. So P is 1 by t naught minus t naught by 2 to t naught by 2, because it is repeating itself after every interval. So for minus t naught by 2 to 0, this part, this is 0, so integrating 0 dt. Then for 0 to t naught by 2, this is a naught square, because we have amplitude a naught. So this will give us a naught square by 2. So power is a naught square by 2. P is finite, so this is a power signal, and energy is infinite in this, and RMS is root P, so root P will be a naught. Let's have a look at some more examples. Now we have a signal which is infinitely so now let us look at one more example. So this is non-periodic signal, so there is no part which is repeating. So limit t tends to infinity 1 by t xt square dt with a limit of minus t by 2 to t by 2. Then again a naught square dt, because it has a magnitude of a naught square, a naught. So the answer will be a naught square by 2, and the RMS value will be a naught by root 2. So again this is a power signal. Now if it is extended both sides, then it will be a naught square, because there will be signal on both sides. Now we have a signal in which we have a triangle on this side, that is signal on minus 1 to 0, and then it is infinitely increasing on the other side. So again this is we have solved, so this is a naught by a naught square by 2. So a naught is 4 here, so 4 square by 2, that is 8, and this is finite value. So PA plus PB will be 0 plus 8, that is 2 root 2. So this is a power signal. Now 5 cos 10t plus 5 plus 10 sin 5t plus 5. So we have two signals. Again solving, first of all for x1, 10 sin 5t plus 5. So we know that a naught sin omega naught t is a naught square by 2, which is equal to p. Then again pb is equal to 10 square by 2, that is 50. Then we have x and the next signal, that is xb. So again solving similarly, we have 12.5. So PA plus PB will give us 62.5 as the answer. So this is a power signal. So these are some basic average values, power RMS and average values of standard signals. These are basically asked in exams, MCQ type questions, and if you remember these things, then it will be easier to solve. Then you don't have to solve first these signals. You can directly put in the formulas. You can note it from here. Now for shortcut to energy, power, and neither energy nor power signals, if we have a finite duration signal with power 0, then it will be energy signal. So energy signal is total energy is finite, power is 0, it has a finite duration, and if amplitude is decreasing, that is converging, then it will be energy signal, and if amplitude is increasing, then it will be probably we'll just figure out it will be neither energy nor power or power signal. So finite duration, we have energy signal. Then this is increasing but diverging. So it is neither energy nor power. This is infinite extension but converging. So energy, finite duration signals, again converging. So it is energy. Then we have extension, but this is a power signal. Then we have decreasing, converging signal, finite duration, energy. This is also in this amplitude is decreasing, energy signal. Amplitude is increasing, so neither energy nor power. Then we have a converging amplitude, then it is energy signal. So now you remember periodic signals as E is infinity, power signal have cos t, sin t and all. Then for non-periodic, power signals have ut, that is step signal, energy signal have a coefficient attached, and neither energy nor power signal are ramp signal and 1 by t. So this was all about energy and power signals. If you have any doubt, you can always ask me in the comment section below. Thank you.